Hey, good evening. We're going to continue our challenge from Matthew chapter 22, verse 37, that says to love the Lord our God with all of our heart, with all of our soul, and with all our mind. This is the first and great commandment. Yesterday, in our video, we looked at what it meant to love God with our heart. We understand the heart is what makes us live. It's why we're alive. The soul is the very core of us. It's who makes us who we are. Yesterday, we looked at the verse that told us where our heart is, or where our treasure is, there will our heart be, and how that God needs to be that treasure that we pursue after with everything. Our soul is our core of us. He tells us to love him with our soul. It means that we should be careful that our decisions and our choices, they honor God. We should make wise choices. Our lives should be the sum of the choices that we make. Our choices show what we are committed to and reflect what we value. We ought to obey God's word. A devoted life is a life that shows that we're devoted to God. If he is truly our treasure, as he has called us to be, we will be devoted to him in our lives. When Jesus is our greatest treasure in the world, it leads to a life that's deeply devoted to him. Our life decisions will line up with our affections. This is what it means to love God with all of our soul. 1 Corinthians 10:31 says, "Whether therefore you eat or drink or whatsoever you do all for the glory of God." So when God says that he wants us to love him with all of our soul, he says, I want you to have a life that is devoted to me in love. And sometimes we struggle with that. Sometimes our soul desires other things. Sometimes God is not the core of how we live, but that's what he desires from our lives. So make it a challenge in your life. Number one, to love God with all of your heart, to make him your treasure. And then number two, love him with your core. Love him with the very deepest part of your life and keep your life devoted to him. We'll share another truth tomorrow when it says to love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. We'll share that next one tomorrow. I hope you have a great night. God bless. Share Jesus with others around you and let others see Christ in you.